Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Elders allegedly clash inside palace over Queen Naomi's reinstatement. Ooni is not breaking tradition, he's restoring it. These elders have decided that, no matter what happens, even if Naomi finish her cleansing, she will not be fit to enter the palace because of their greediness, because of their wickedness and all of that. Now, they are having a problem with the fact that, imagine that the rituals that brought Naomi inside the palace, there are 13 rituals, okay? And Iyanifa came all the way, and Iyanifa is saying it's okay for them to be doing it every two weeks or every other week. But these elders that are so bad-hearted, some of them are saying that tradition said that the ritual is supposed to be done every 3 months. Now, if they do this 13 ritual every 3 months, it will take Naomi maybe like 2 years or 3 years to finish the rituals. And maybe by that time, they would have finished their plan. And that was why Ooni of Ife made every thing possible to ensure that Iyanifa came, because he knew that this was beyond them. They won't be able to handle it. These elders, this is their witchcraft, they will not agree. So when Naomi returned back, she went to UK. She couldn't stay because of this 9th ritual. When she returned back, they said that she had to come to the palace with Adenikawo to do her ritual. And these people said, 1, Ooni held her hands, and 2, the ritual is supposed to be every 2 weeks and not, every 3 months and not every other week or every 2 weeks that they have been doing it since the last 2 months, okay? This is what has caused a lot of problems. Dela right, the tension inside the palace reached an unimaginable height, as, of course, the sacred walls, normally echoing with chants of harmony and royalty, trembled under the weight of argument, a spiritual and traditional face-off between 2 camps of powerful palace elders. And at the center of this explosive battle, Queen Naomi's swift reinstatement and the undeniable, unshakable love the Ooni of Ife continues to show her even before the completion of her traditional rites. Now, the drama unfolded as we are hearing, okay? During a closed-door royal council section meant to review the ongoing ritual process known as Iwe Masan, the 9th cleansing ritual Queen Naomi recently underwent. This sacred cleansing is part of a series of 13 rituals required for a queen to be fully reinstated into the spiritual and traditional life of the palace after stepping away. By long-standing custom, its ritual is to be carried out every 3 months, allowing time for spiritual assimilation, consultation within the deities, and deep ancestral prayers. But something unusual has happened. Queen Naomi's ritual have come rapidly, almost every 2 weeks, and that has sparked outrage among a select group of biased elders who see her return not as spiritual restoration, but as favoritism and scandal. Okay? One elder, red with fury, reportedly slammed his ivory staff on the ground and shouted, "This is not tradition, this is obsession. Queen Naomi left this palace in disgrace. How dare she return and be rushed through sacred rituals like it is a parade?" His voice echoed across the chamber and several others nodded in agreement. The accusation was clear. The Ooni of Ife is dishonoring tradition for the sake of love. But just when the room threatened to fall into chaos, a voice rose from the corner, sharp, fierce, and rooted in ancestral truth. It was Iyanifa, the most, senior female, Ifa custodian, okay? And she stood slowly, her white wrapper flowing like ancestral fire, with eyes that carried the weight of generations. She turned towards the angry elders and said, "You call yourself custodian of culture, but you forget that it is not your staff that guides the ritual. It is the spirit. You speak of disgrace, but you forget that disgrace is not in Queen Naomi's return. It is in your bitterness. Hey, it is not a small thing that is happening in the palace palace of the Ooni of Ife. Yennefer told them, the disgrace is not in Queen Naomi's return. It is in your bitterness. The room went silent. Yennefer wasn't finished. You dare question the king's judgment. You question the peace of the rituals, but you do not ask why the spirits are moving faster than usual. You fear Naomi's return because she carries something no one else has. Divine approval. The ancestors know her. The Orisha recognize her. Even the palace itself breathed easier when her foot touched the ground. That statement shook the room. She continued, her voice now like thunder. Naomi is not the one breaking tradition. The Ooni is not breaking tradition. He is restoring it. For too long, this palace has played politics with sacred rules. Women who were never meant to carry the crown were paraded as queens, while the one chosen by fate was weeping outside the gate. Now that the gates have reopened to her, you cannot hide your fear. This word hit the biased elders like lightning. One by one, they sat down, their earlier arrogance reduced to shame. A few even lowered their head. Sources said the Ooni seated on his royal throne said nothing during the confrontation, but his silence spoke volume. His gaze remained fixed on Yennefer, and at one point, a small but noticeable smile crossed his lip. Not a smug smile, but the kind of smile that says, finally, someone said what I could not say. Amadela writes, I have not greeted my mommies in the house today. I want to use this amazing opportunity to give a shout out to our mommies in the house. Mommy Abe, the mommy Titilayo Oluwayeye, mommy Tonyuzo, mommy Joyce Underboyze, mommy Kende Adeniyi, mommy BCP, mommy Elizabeth Agunrede, mommy Taiwa Ali Balogo, mommy Tony Ben, mommy Yemi Fasakina. Go phone major, press down, shake it together, so shall your blessing be. The same way that you have blessed me. You know, the world, the light, all the elements of the air of this world shall favor your offsprings, your children. Your family members, your loved ones, everyone shall be so greatly favored in the mighty name of Jesus. God will bless you for being there for me, for being loyal, for everything that you do for me. I am grateful. See my knees on the ground. I say, Esheo, Adupe, my mommies. There is no day. I pray that I do not remember you. I appreciate what you are contributing. I appreciate you from the depth of my heart. Thank you so much, mommies in the house. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Della writes, you and I know that the Ooni of Ife has never hidden his love for Queen Naomi. Not in action, not in spirit. Even when she walked away from the palace, he never stopped honoring her in private. And now that she's back to his heart, he refuses to allow politics, jealousy, or manipulation to stand between him and the woman he sees as his heart crown. Palace insiders revealed that it was the Ooni himself who requested the ritual be accelerated, not because of impatience, but because spiritual readings indicated that Queen Naomi's destiny was already aligned. And so he had to do what he had to do, okay? They said that usual 3 months spacing of ritual while customary is not law. It is a tradition based on availability and spiritual alignment. In Queen Naomi's case, the alignment is not only present, it is overwhelmingly strong. Every diviner consulted confirmed it. Every spiritual reading pointed to it. And yet the resistance came not from the spirit, but from man, jealous, bitter, fearful men. Okay, let's not pretend they're right. They otherwise saw it too. They have felt it in the air. Since Queen Naomi returns into the heart of Ooni of Ife, you know, things are happening, and that is why they cannot stand it. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.